Actually, we don't really need to look at anything.
Look at me though.
We don't need to look at anything, really.
Yeah.
Because everything is already... What is quantum love? That it's a love that's eternal, infinite, perfect. It's the perfect love that we already are, always have been. And nothing's ever changed. It's us who thinks there's something wrong with us. But I'm here to remind you that there's nothing wrong. We're already loved, and we've never left that.
How have we lost sight of that?
One of the ways we've lost sight of it is that we believe we're the body and the mind. We believe that that's all we are. And that's kind of sad when you think about it, because how do you keep the body and the mind at a level of perfection? It's hard, isn't it?
There's no such thing really, is
There's
there?
no such thing really, no. It's, perfection is something else, something other than that. Perfection is knowing that we are already perfect, and knowing that everything in this world is already perfect. Nothing's changed. It's already perfect. Now it sounds far-fetched, but it's the truth. It's like that saying, which is, we're not just human beings striving to have a spiritual experience. We're actually spiritual beings simply having a human experience. So that makes things very different. And I know a lot of people have heard this term, but to really understand it is to really feel the essence of that statement. And now let's take a look at it. Like, for example, when we say we're not just human beings striving to have spiritual experiences, well, why would we have to strive if we're already that? If we are already the quantum love, why would we have to strive? Because we're already the spiritual beings having a human experience. So there's a difference here.
So what do you think we're striving for? What do you think we're striving for? Why do we strive?
Well, because we don't feel that we're enough. How can we be enough in this human form? We can't. We think we're in a human form. That's why we strive. We believe we're the body, and we see the world through the eyes of the body. We see each other through the eyes of the body. But to see through the eyes of quantum love or spirit, it's a whole other thing.
Would quantum love be similar, or as an unconditional love? Or is it bigger than that even?
Well, unconditional love is a symptom or a side effect of it, but it's bigger than that. It's in everything. Everywhere we go, there's quantum love. Everything we look at is quantum love. Everyone we speak to, same thing.
So in the context of Valentine's Day and relationship, it's the conditionality that we bring into the love that removes us, that pushes quantum love farther away from our...
Yeah, well, it can never go further away. It's already us. We're already pure. We're already perfect. But it makes us feel that we've done something wrong. We believe we're the body. All of our tendencies come up, our ego tendencies, which then creates the energy of separation from ourselves, each other, and the world. And that's the real problem here.
So how is it then that what do we need to do differently? How do we need to approach? How do a man, like, let's take it into a place of in the here and now, how would a man and a woman that have been in a relationship for a long time, and it's Valentine's Day, what could they do on that special day to bring them more into a place of quantum love?
Okay, good question. Well, on that day, or on any day, come to a place of quantum love is, it's kind of like taking off a coat, a heavy coat that you've been wearing for a long time, that's been a burden to you. And when we take off the coat, we begin to recognize that I've always been free. I've always loved this person. What am I thinking? They've always loved me. You know, all of the scrabbles and problems that we come up against in our day-to-day life move away, because we both recognize that we're already love. Really, that's the best thing that we can do. If there's anything, of course we're not the doer of actions, but if we want to do something or think we're doing something, then bring it to a place of seeing innocence in each other, feeling the gratitude for each other.
So looking beyond the physical.
Looking beyond the physical, yeah, because the physical, you'll see all their flaws, all their foibles, but if you start looking at them through a different kind of eye, the eyes that see eternity, infinity, you'll see the light that resides in them and the love that we've always felt for them, if it's your partner, or for anyone for that matter, even strangers.
So in a loving relationship, the thing that pushes people apart then is what? Is our judgments on each other?
Our judgments on each other, yeah. Well, because what we do is we project onto each other. We take what's inside of us, our anger, say, or, you know, it didn't go well at work that day, you come home to your wife or the dog, whatever, and yell at them for something. Something like a piece of paper towel, or, you know, it could be anything. You know what relationships are like. The smallest thing can create a huge problem. So the important thing is to recognize that, oh, that anger that went onto the paper towel and then onto my partner came from me. In fact, I was the one that put it onto her. And so that's what really causes the problem, is our projections onto each other. And they can be, you know, little things. It can be the smallest thing or a large thing, but it doesn't matter.
So taking responsibility for some of that darkness, rather than attributing it to the other person, we need to realize that it's our own.
We need to realize that it's our own, yeah. It's always our own. There's only us. There's only one thing going on. Everyone is us. Everywhere you look, you see yourself.
Little mirrors for each other.
Yeah, but we look at these mirrors in a negative way. But if we looked at the mirrors through quantum love, in other words, if we saw the perfection of this world, of everyone in it, of everything in it, it would be a different experience. And it would be a true Valentine's Day.
And that love exists. It's just that our ability or our capacity to see it is what has to shift.
That's right. That's what has to shift, yeah. And why do we see it that way? Well, because we believe we're just this body personality, this me, this I, and we appropriate everything to that. So that everything that goes on is appropriated to ourself, which is our ego self. And that's the big problem. The greatest suffering in the human being is not seeing beyond that, not seeing each other divinely, not being able to look at each other and see the perfection past the ego. That's where we have the problem.